Hello everyone, welcome back to Shrimp Mania. Today I'm gonna show you the most favorite shrimp tank, and at this moment is my Black Tiger Galaxy shrimp tank. And take a look at these Black Tiger Galaxy shrimps. They are so gorgeous, they're looking fantastic, and I bought 15 of them roughly around 3.5 months ago, and now I have such a big colony, lots of babies. I probably have roughly around 50 shrimps in this tank. Babies everywhere, they breed so fast. I think it's the most successful tank I have. They just breed like a crazy, guys, and not many calls at all. And today I'm gonna feed them with Shrimp King food, and I'm gonna talk about this tank, about this setup, and show you more of the shrimps. And I'm thinking to create another shrimp tank with the Black Galaxy shrimps. And what I noticed that the shrimps breeding much faster if there is not many shrimps around. So if you create a group of shrimps of like 10, 15, 20 shrimps and place them in the empty tank, they're gonna breed much faster rather than the shrimps with the babies around, with the many adults. So this is what I'm trying to do. So my next project is going to be to replace this tank. This is the old tank and it's no filtration or anything. I'm just too lazy to move it away from here. I'm gonna build new tank, put it here, and I'm gonna separate the most beautiful shrimps from here, roughly maybe 10-15 shrimps, and I try to create another colony like this. What I have here is I just received the parcel from Austria, and I ordered some food from them because it was quite cheap price, even with shipping to UK, and I haven't been opening it yet. So let's take a look together what we have in this box. Yeah, so lots of, wow, look at this. It's like Christmas for me, guys. Lots of present is for my shrimps. So most of the food is Shrimp King food. Package is a little bit damaged, but that's okay. Here I have Shrimp King complete, and my shrimps love this food very much. I think the most favorite food of my shrimps. Then I have a protein, Shrimp King protein. Oh, yeah, it's like some of them open. I don't know why, but some of them open. So this is a protein food. Yeah, this is complete again. So I have another Shrimp Complete mineral. My shrimps like it too, so I think that would be the second favorite food after the complete. They don't like protein too much, but it's like all the protein food, the shrimps don't eat it very active. And this is the nettle sticks, so it's a nettle food. And this is the spinach. Another protein is open again, don't know why. Another nettle food, and that's another spinach food, and that's another spinach food, and that's another mineral. So I have quite a lot for my shrimps. It's gonna last me for at least a year, so that's cool. So I have many shrimp tanks, so I need quite a lot of food. And so today I'm gonna feed them with Shrimp King complete. I like Shrimp King food, and I also like this Undergravel food. I think it's called Undergravel food, and especially that nettle food is very good. Spinach is okay as well, so I bought some spinach as well. So yeah, let's feed them with complete food today. So I'm gonna give them a little bit of food, roughly about this amount. It's a little bit maybe too much for them, but I will take a look. If they're not gonna finish this food within a couple of hours, I will take it out. Just put it here. They will drag it anyway somewhere. And let's see how they react on this food. So my last feeding was yesterday, so I don't think they're very hungry. So normally I feed them every second day, but now the population is growing, the baby is growing, so they eat more, and I'm probably gonna start to feed them every day now. So you can see I need to call a couple of blue balls. That's the one here. There's probably another one here, let me see. Yeah, some of them, no, it's not blue ball. So basically, some shrimps are very interesting. So for example, this one, you can see it's like a blue ball, but it has some tiger patterns, but not much of these tiger patterns. So you can see that this shrimps is basically like on top of the blue ball's color, they have another layer of coloration. It's very interesting, right? So these shrimps are very interesting shrimps, very amazing. So they still looking for food. They haven't been come to eat. In about 10 minutes we get back to this, and I'll show you how many shrimps I have here. Okay, the shrimp start to come into the food. Yeah, they quite like it. You can see they very active. Yeah, this shrimp king complete is good food, you know. So let me just show you some babies. Yeah, which I have here. So take a look at these babies. Such a beautiful shrimps, right? So some of the babies you can see it here are red galaxy tigers, and I'm just thinking maybe in the future I have quite a lot of them, so I can create another colony of red galaxy tigers. Unfortunately, they're not like a pure line. They kind of can breed in the red tigers, galaxy tigers, and the black galaxy tigers at the same time, which is okay, which is quite okay to me. And I'm quite happy with having some red galaxy tigers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna move them from this tank. I don't think it's necessary to move them. They will be okay here. So you can see quite a lot of shrimps at the back. And I also have so many little babies here. So you can see one here on the glass. So lots of like small tiny babies. Let me show you on this glass as well. So it's quite big. Yeah, this one is very small. So tiny. So lots of tiny babies as well. So in the near future I'm gonna have even more. So this colony is exploding really. To talk quickly about this setup, so you probably already know that I have just one sponge filter and one UGF filter here, 2 filters. I'm gonna quickly talk about UGF filter. Take a look at the bottom of that filter, yeah. So take a look at this. So in your tank you have lots of waste like dead plants, bacterial, poop, you know. This is like all filters has this waste. So for example, take apart your external filter. After like few months you're gonna find a lot of this waste inside. So what I'm gonna suggest you guys, if you're gonna set up a UGF filter like this, never put anything like a sponge or filter floss at the bottom. I know even like some experienced shrimp keepers do that mistake. They're putting the floss at the bottom of the UGF, and this tank is about 4 months old. Yeah, and you can see after 4 months I have lots of waste at the bottom. And if I would put the filter floss at the bottom, for example, imagine this waste come into the filter floss. It's definitely gonna be blocking this, and even if you don't put anything, over the time the flow is reducing slightly because you have some waste inside. So what I do, I just poke it with the tweezers and I try to just move the tweezers around, and all the waste get into the bottom, and if it's coming out from the tube, my sponge filter filtering it. So this is the main purpose of the sponge filter, is just filtering all this crap which is coming out from this filter. So if you have something like sponge or filter floss at the bottom, it's gonna be difficult to clean, and that method already will not work. So make sure you're not gonna do this mistake here when you set up the tank. Don't put anything at the bottom, and I'll show you in the next video what you can put. You can put simply you can put the mosquito net. It will work very good to hold your soil. So yeah, the shrimps having fantastic dinner here. Yeah, I have one male here which is sick, and I'm gonna show him to you. And you know, he was sick after I got the shrimps. You know, he always been like this. So after he molt, his molt is sticking to his body. So he has a molting problem. Take a look at this shrimp, yeah. So you see, he still has his molt on the head, and this is always happen with him. You know, every molt he has the same issue, and I'm thinking, you see, he has like a damaged shell as well, like a little bit shell damage. Let me just turn this like this. So yeah, and I zoom and show it to you. So you can see it has a little damage on the shell and the mold problem, yeah. So he never died. I thought he gonna die, to be honest with you. When I saw that first time, I was like, oh, the shrimp has a mold problem, he probably died. No, he never died. He survived, and he probably gonna survive again. But I'm thinking to separate it to my coal tank. The reason is that I thought, like, if he crossbreed with another shrimp, he might passing this disease to the babies. So it's better to separate the shrimp like this. It's not good to keep him here, so I'm probably gonna let him put him to another tank. So let me just take him out from this net. Yeah, come on, go. Yeah, here you go. Oh, my net, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna show you this in a second. Let me just take out the net. So let me take this net out and I close this. You see I have a magnetic catches here, so when I open this it's stick, so it's very handy to have like this. So where this guy gone? I think he's gone already somewhere. I know he's here, sorry. So yeah, he's still eating. I can see him eating, and I haven't seen any other shrimps like that. So this is the first shrimps I have with this problem, with this molting problem. So every molt he has a problem, and by the end of the molt the shell is come off completely, and he has maybe the only problem he has, like you can see his antennas are damaged. Yeah, so he has like almost no antennas because it's come off as well with the molt. But the next molt is happen again, and then it's happen again. Yeah, so I think you have enough of that shrimp. Yeah, so you can see that this more and more babies coming to eat. There's only some shrimps at the back. I think they have something there as well, because they just kind of looking for food there. I don't know why, but there is more shrimps here, and you can see the size of the colony. And you probably remember the video on my main channel, so I'm gonna leave a link in the description. It's like when I bought the shrimps and unboxed the shrimps. It was October the 1st. I put the shrimps in this tank, and look at this, they breed so fast, you know. I'm so excited about these shrimps. So okay, now let me show you some other shrimps in my shrimp room. Yeah, so here there's nothing interesting. I'm not feeding the shrimps today. It's just Michelins here. Here I have I'm just start to feed them. I have red galaxy shrimp here. So they're doing good. Yeah, some few buried females. They mix with the red balls. Not red balls, red steels, and they're making more galaxy. Also has I need to call this tank because I have lots of little red balls, which I'm not sure if they're male or female. So I want to separate them in a call tank, and then once they grow up, all the females gonna go to my galaxy tanks again to produce more galaxy shrimps. So yeah, these tanks, these two tanks actually, they're not doing so great. I mean, compared to this tank, they don't do that good, you know. And what I suspect is the soil problem here, because I have like a Easter something Pro soil or something. I don't remember the name, but the soil is has a higher pH. So this soil has 6.5 pH by itself, but because it's Amazonia soil in the box, the pH of this tank is about 5.8, and so the pH is higher in this tank. I also has a little assassin snail here, so let's hope she's not gonna eat my shrimps. Yeah, so I'm gonna do another video about assassin snails soon, because I have some experience, not so great experience. I'm gonna show you a few videos where they attack my shrimps. So yeah, so this tank is doing okay, but I don't see too many babies, not many buried shrimps, etc. So what I'm planning to do is to change the soil at the bottom, and I'm gonna put this soil, because this soil is much better. It works good with these shrimps, and I want to I now cycling this soil in the bucket. So once it's cycled, I'm gonna replace this soil. Maybe it helps to breed, to the shrimps to start to breed. But yeah, they're always hungry. They're very active, and they don't die too much. I mean, I don't see many dead shrimps here. Oh, you see one actually buried female. I think I can see like 2 or 3 buried females here, but for this size of the colony is not too much. Here I didn't even see any buried. So yeah, here my coal tank, you probably see in my last video. So yeah, doing great here as well. So they like this food. You see, they like this food much more than Mark's shrimp tank food, which I feed last video. Yeah, because it's not protein food. Yeah, lots of babies here as well, which are growing now. Yeah, you can see very interesting patterns here as well. So my galaxy tank here, this colony is like grow to the limit. Cannot see the colony to grow. So it's another topic I wanna I want to talk about, maybe in my next video, is the size of the tank and the colony size. So this tank is currently cycling, and I did the water change 1 week ago, and I'm going to do another water change, and there's lots of algae growing. There's a good algae start to grow on the glass, on the side glass, which is good. So there's some little bit of life. You can see little worms here, but not copypods yet. This is what I'm waiting for, because it's still ammonia in this tank. I just checked ammonia yesterday, and it's green. So the soil is still leaking ammonia, and there is not enough nitrogen bacteria to convert it to nitrate. So I hope in 1 week it's going to be better. It's currently is 5 weeks old, so another 3 weeks probably going to be ready. So this tank is doing fantastic as well. Lots of babies here. Just a mixed tank, nothing special here. Just lots of mixes and lots of buried shrimps and babies as well. Beautiful moss here. Look at this. It's called Phesidens Fantanus, and this is called flame moss. But lots of you asking me about this moss. I have some cholla wood with Anubis. Okay, so this is you saw that tanks many times. Mixed tank, still doing great. But these two tanks here. So this tank, which is supposed to be my I'm trying to separate quite good galaxy shrimps in this tank, but I think something gone wrong when I was away, and when I came back I didn't see many shrimps here. So I probably asked my friend to feed this tank too much, and he overfed it. So some shrimps just disappeared from this tank. And take a look at this terrible algae here. So this is called a black beard algae, and it's growing on the filter, and it starts to spread on the moss as well. And it's not only spreading in this tank, and unfortunately it's get to another tanks. You know, even on this tank here I have a little bit of this here, so it's spreading in this tank, and even spreading in this tank with black galaxy. Look at this filter here, start to grow on this filter. And that was my mistake. You know, when you have this algae in one tank, don't share the tools, don't share the nets, and don't clean your tank with the same tools, because you're gonna get this algae to another tanks. And I have this algae from my friend, and because I asked him to bring me a filter to seed the shrimp tank, and that's why only main reason I don't do seeding. I don't use the filter from another tank to seed my new tanks. I always do the cycle like fresh, and I don't share anything from another tank. I believe this is the best way. It's maybe take longer, but it's proper way. It's gonna be a healthy tank if you don't share anything from another tank, because you not only share the good bacteria, you also can share the bad algae as well. So I'm planning to remove this tank completely, get rid of this, and also get rid of this small tank. So here I just finished making this tank, and this is going to be another topic of the video. I'm going to show you how to make the tank from glass and silicone. So I have a silicone over there, and I just finished making this, and it's quite easy to do, and I want to share this experience with you guys so you can do it as well. So I made this tank especially for this rack, and I'm gonna do another tank for the bottom shelf, and there's gonna be two tanks like this instead of that two tanks. So this is gonna be another topic for the video where I'm gonna cycle these two tanks, and I'm planning to set up this tank quite differently, because I'm quite bored with the same setup. All my tanks has the same UGF boxes. So this tank will have UGF box as well, but I'm planning to do a built-in UGF, just to put the divider here with silicone, and I'm also planning to put some more soil here at the bottom and create planted tank, like aquascaping tank. It's going to be my display tank because it's going to be here. So I want to create one planted tank, and I'm probably going to put this simple Corallinia shrimps and all my calls to this tank, because this tank is not going to be perfect for shrimps, but it's going to be more kind of display tank, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this small shrimp are going in the corner, and I'm going to be two new tanks with new setup. So very excited to show you this in the near future. And yes guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!